Did he, look real fast, John Scott, has he looked at the bathrooms about trying to modernize them or anything?
Yeah, he has the showers already to install, and the idea is like we talked, so he's gonna start on them next.
Okay, yeah, I told him the other day it was all right, so I thought, well,
I talked to him today,
okay,
finally got a hold of him,
all right, appreciate it.
looking good.
Next thing on the agenda is the estate of Lorena Stowers. We've received a letter here from the Sheriff's Department. I will read it into record. It says a check in the amount of $123.71 issued by Burley Tobacco Growers and payable to Lorena Stowers was provided to the Sheriff of Lincoln County, Administrator of the estate of Lorena Stowers. However, due to the unfortunate turn of events and oversight, the check expired prior to a bank account being opened to deposit the funds. I have attached a copy of correspondence between the Lincoln County Sheriff and Burley Tobacco Growers with the outcome of being told that the check would not be replaced. The Sheriff of Lincoln County is requesting that the Lincoln County Commission approve an expenditure to be deposited into the estate of Lorena Stowers in order to finalize the distribution of the estate to the heir's satisfaction.
Where do you see that we have a responsibility? Or do you?
I don't see that it's, well, it was given to the sheriff, she received it prior to the sheriff having an estate account. I'd like to refer to the prosecuting attorney's office.
Yeah, I need an opinion, I've never just had to confront anything exactly like this, I just,
We've never been asked to do this before. And I know that the sheriff's office does not have funds in any line item to give this out. And to take it out of his line item.
I would like to make a motion that we request the prosecutor to address this issue and provide us a written recommendation or at least a reply.
A second.
And all yes vote, motion carried.
And the next thing on the agenda is new business. I need a motion to approve the bills as submitted for payment.
I'll make a motion.
Second, all yes, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve the appointments done in vacation of Lincoln County Commission by Merle U. Clerk.
I'll make a motion.
Second, and all yes, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve the exoneration orders as submitted by Tracy Dempsey, Assessor.
I'll make a motion.
All second, being all yes, motion carries.
I need a motion to appoint Linda Wickman as fiduciary commissioner for the estate of Clyde O. Adkins as requested by Daniel T. Yon.
I'll make a motion.
All second, being all yes, motion carries.
I need a motion to appoint William Clay to the advisory board of the McCorkle Community Center.
All motion,
I'll second.
being motion second, being all yes, motion carries. Don't want you causing any trouble out there now.
We'll break her in, right?
As long as she brings her brownies to us.
Brownies.
You know, I appreciate you stepping up and helping out.
I need a motion to give Jerry Swanson authorization to purchase a new 2013 Jeep Grand Cherokee from Stevens Auto for the home confinement program in the amount of $25,267, and this will be paid out of the home confinement fund.
And this is a state bid.
Yes, this is on the state bid.
Okay, all motion,
I'll second.
the motion second, being all yes, motion carries.
Is that replacing a vehicle or just adding?
Yes, it is going to replace, I don't know what model Jeep.
95 maybe.
Yeah, it's an old Jeep. I need a motion to approve a donation to the Harts Middle School football team in the amount of $1,500 to purchase football equipment.
I'll make a motion.
Second, being all yes, motion carries.
Okay, next thing we have on the agenda is, I don't know, the Save Road Restoration Agreement. We have Lena Brown from the Secretary of State's office. I don't know the gentleman's name beside of you.
Andrew,
Andrew, what's your last name?
Ickes, I-C-K-E-S.
I-C-A-S?
K-E-S.
I see. Okay,
What was his first name?
Andrew.
Okay, I thought we had, some type of understanding worked out, but, I was informed when I came this evening that was not the case. I don't know, I guess I'm pretty, agreeable that we have issues that need to be resolved. And we've been working to get those resolved. And that, it's just a matter of, you know, I guess I look at county commissions being bankers for the county. And we're responsible for the money. And, I take, always have and always will take the position that, that's my responsibility as one of the commissioners. And that, when we make a budget in March, we try to live with that budget. If something comes up that needs to be addressed, and it's serious nature, as I believe that the voter registration is, then we stepped up and said, well, let's get this done. We worked all summer. I don't remember how many people, probably 5 to 6, off and on. I really thought we were, you know, more than halfway through. When you spend $30,000 or $40,000, you think, well, you should get a lot of results from that. I think that the people who worked, as far as I know, I mean, they do rub me the wrong way sometimes when I see them out here smoking, but that's, you know, that's, I don't like it. But we'll deal with that as time comes. But people can't work all the time, they have to have breaks. I just wish that when they take a break, it'd be something more healthy. But the issue at hand is, do we give a blank check, a blank agreement to solve the problem? Not in my watch, you know, I'm going to. Are we going to solve the problem? I think so. Now, I believe that it's the responsibility to the citizens of this county, whether it be voters or not voters, if they're taxpayers, that their money needs to be looked after. And as long as they elect a commission to do that, that's the job that we're going to do. At least under my watch it is. It just seems to me that there's misunderstanding as to who is responsible for the money. It's not the clerk, it's not Judy, it's this commission. It's not the Secretary of State's office. They've been good to help, and I hope they will continue. But they can't come in here and say, you're going to spend so many $1,000. They can say it, but I'm not going to do it at their request unless I think it needs to be done. Or not at his request, unless I think it needs to be done. Now, somebody else may, but not me. I want the job done, but not with a blank check. I want the job done as we determine that progress is being made, we'll pay for that progress. No questions asked. There's money in the budget that can pay and we reimburse. And if that's not agreeable, then we got an issue. But we're saying right now on record that we will reimburse as the job is completed and done. That can be on a weekly basis, that can be on a monthly basis, whatever that may be. We're willing to do that. But we're not going to send money to the clerk's office and say, now, you spent $35,000 already. Have fun spending this other 15 or 20, whatever it might be. We don't know what it is. So how can we, as a commission, say, we're going to give X amount of dollars when we don't even know how much time it's going to take or how many people it's going to take? I believe that every person that works in the courthouse, we pay them for 5 days a week. I believe that every one of them could squeeze 2 or 3 hours a week out and do something else if they really wanted to. That's all I ask of the clerk's office. Ask the people who are already employed to work along with the people who are extra employed, and 2 or 3 of them are here. Because Christie has done an outstanding job, in my opinion. In the budget this past year, we requested that $1,300, she wishes $13,000. $1,300 be put in the line item where her salary is, because I thought she was doing a super job and the other commissioners did too. Well, that didn't happen immediately to give her that money. And when we also voted to give $600 to every employee, regardless they had gotten extra money from different ways. Because elected officials can do that sometimes with leftover money in their budget. Not outside their budget, but within it. We've had that debate before. And you come to me and say, Commissioner McCann, trust me, give me the money. Well, when we gave you the $600 when I signed the check, I don't see where Christie's got that money. I don't want to put her on the spot. So if we put money in the clerk's budget and it hasn't been given to the employee it's supposed to be given to, is that trust? Yeah, on one side. It's not a two-way street. Now, I'm just one of these people that believes that as I was told secondhand, that a handshake should be good. Well, it probably is. Unless you're dealing with maybe Tea Party or somebody, I don't know. But it just seems to me like that when we're dealing with the public's money, handshake doesn't work. Man, all the things that go on in different people at different times, like, you don't operate on a handshake, you operate on some type of written agreement. And that's what I asked to be presented, a written agreement that the commission, me as president, and Mr. Gu as the clerk, we sign, say, here's what we want to do. And we put one out, didn't suit Mr. Gu, put another out, still hadn't suited him. Well, what he's got to remember is that when you're the banker and you say, here's your loan, you sign it to those terms. You don't tell me what the terms are. If I'm giving the money and responsible for money, then I say what the terms are. Or there's no gain. There's nothing. So what I'm saying here this evening is if the clerk's office wants to proceed and get this thing done, then they better read this agreement, because that's what we're going to do. Now, nobody's going to tell me, no, I'm not going to do it, and get something done. Well, you can tell me, but you'll be out there paddling a boat for yourself.
May I speak?
If you think you can do it kindly,
Go ahead, Mr. County. As kind as you did.
I'll let you know, though. Now, I'm running the show. You don't run the
That's
show.
exactly right. But I should have a chance to speak.
I said, as long as it's kindly.
Okay. I'm sure you're familiar with that lawsuit. I'll read just a couple of lines. We believe that Lincoln County is in violation of Section 8 of the National Voters Registration Act. West Virginia law requires you to maintain an accurate list of eligible voters in your county. Now, so much money, as we discussed, was for the purpose of getting these books straightened out. Unbeknownst to you or me either, 35 suitcases full of neglect for about 20 years was over there in that building covered up. Those has to be sorted out one by one. I am also aware that I cannot spend but 50% of the budget in this year. So it is my duty to inform you that that has been spent and 4 workers were laid off today. So we've got one more, and my office will be leaving any day. So therefore, it is impossible for a short period of time to go through those books and do anything.
Are you willing to, anybody in your office to work on this project?
If there is time.
How are you going to determine that?
Well, I mean, if I see them in somebody's office or whatever, or this and that and the other, but as long as they're sitting there working, how can I say
Well,
you can
gotta
do something better?
Set priorities. Is this, well, you're telling me, due to this federal lawsuit, I think that is a priority.
Well, I do too,
Well, that
in
was-
one sense of the way, but we have to collect money to keep going, and we can't let people stand out in the hallway trying to get waited on.
I've never seen anybody out there saying they couldn't get waited on, but I do see people in your office not always focused on getting the job done.
Well,
And you would too, if you.
since I have been here March the 1st, I have missed one day.
I ain't talking about
One
you,
day.
Mr. Yu. I have no argument with you. I'm talking about getting the job done and telling people that, that it has to be done, and this is a priority. Let's get her done. As simple as that. And I don't really believe that 50% of your budget's already been spent. Maybe in that one category, yeah. But not if you look at all material supplies and all those things that you could transfer into personnel at your request and the commission's vote to do it, then you'd have money to do other things with. To you get the job done on a weekly basis, as I said, or 2-week basis, and then we put money back into your account. And that's all I'm saying in this agreement. Let's agree to that. Because I don't want to put, and I wouldn't do it anyway, give money to you or any other card and say, now let's get the job done. No, so we've been, you said, I don't know how many years, we've been anticipating, thinking this was being done. Well, we find out it hasn't been done. Well, to me, as a person responsible for the money, the buck stops right here. I'm not believing anybody else that they're gonna get it done. If they wanna put it in writing and tell me they'll get it done, then I put my name on there with it, and we'll send money over. And we'll get her done. Or we'll quit sending money over. But I feel as strong as you do, that it has to be done, needs to be done right, it needs to be done now. And he'll be done on the terms that this commission says it will be done as far as money. Now, how you get it done will be your responsibility. But we're saying we'll give you money to keep these people employed and get it done. But we're not giving a blank check.
I'd like for you to give the opportunity to Secretary of State people to speak.
They're here.
Tell us where we're at, what we need to do.
But I tell them too. I don't go tell Natalie how